We're in the cultural heart of Dominica, Granby, a vibrant hub that has produced many of the island's greatest artists, one of them being Chubby of the Midnight Groovers. My name is Rhonda Luke and I am Ronaldo Luke Pascal, and welcome to My Story, a weekly feature on DBS Radio where we bring you the voices of the people. Each week we will interview an individual to hear their story, their experiences, and the moments that have shaped them. Here is Chubby's story.
The comfort of his home in Granby, where he was born and raised, Philip Mark welcomed us inside and sat down to share the story of his life, beginning with how he first came to be known by the nickname Chubby.
Yeah, but they call me Chubby due to my dancing and my singing. We have a guy from, I think from Barbados that used to dance a kind of dance they call twist, you know? And you know his name was Chubby Checker. So I just copy on him. I used to do the twist good to myself. So the name just stay for me and so, you know? Yeah.
The 76-year-old explains that for as long as he can remember, he has always had a deep love for music. He went on to share how he first became involved in the art form, noting that his musical journey officially began in 1971.
Well, I started singing in the school, boys' school. But when I leave boys' school, I'm on my own. I decided, well, okay, let me go through that in Calypso and so on and so on. So from Calypso to Cadence music, from Cadence music to the other album I can't make there. So
alongside his brother Marcel Mark, better known as Co, they teamed up and formed what would become the legendary Midnight Groovers. In the early days, the group performed Calypso, but Dominica's music industry offered limited financial opportunities at the time. Seeking better prospects, they traveled to neighboring French territories, where their Kada song began to evolve and take shape. From that point on, the momentum only grew. Midnight Groovers would ultimately become one of the most influential and enduring exponents of Kada Calypso, known for their tight, compelling rhythms and lyrically conscious composition that helped shape and define a generation of Dominican music.
I started singing Calypso. We were singing stars to back us up at that time. I was pretty young at that time. And then my first Calypso was one they called Mado So Kitumi. And I have a couple others. But after that, we see like we make it good in Dominica, so we call all the members and we had a meeting and we decided we're going to Guadeloupe. So we migrate to Guadeloupe, where we'll hear more French music, and then we'll just copy on that. We go to Guadeloupe, we make our first album with a guy called Debs. But it's little money they used to pay us, not big money, but we wanted the name. And so the first album was an album they called Noma Fam. I nunca podes know. Those kind of things there. And then the second album is one they call Talon. The third album one they call Sukwesaku, because we have about 20 or more albums.
A devoted husband who has spent the past 3 decades building a life with his wife, raising 10 children, and now delighting in more than 60 grandchildren, he jokes that although Karas flows naturally through his veins, not a single one of them has inherited his musical path.
About 60 plus grand, yeah.
So how many children do you have?
I have 10 of them. I have 10 of them.
60?
Yeah, I have about 60 grand. Because my children are hot children, they making kids by there, you know. That's part of life, you know.
Any of your children or grandchildren have inherited your musical talent?
No, not one of them, you know. Well, I don't know, it's after running they might change their runnings, you know, and get to that. But by right now, none of them.
From the many classics he has produced over the years, Chubby says he has never needed pen or paper. He explained that the words come to him in the moments of inspiration and he simply holds them in his mind until it is time to bring them to life.
So I don't really write music, but it just comes in naturally then, you know? It just comes in naturally. In other words, you have artists that can't do it like that. All their songs, they have to write it down for them to remember that. But my head already make for that, you know what I mean?
So when you're on this stage, how do you remember yesterday? That's what I put in the lyrics. It just...
Well, some people find it funny. Or I can name all them songs for past times. But as I show you, it depends on what you do and how you behave. You know?
Although Midnight Groovers has written hundreds of songs, he says one of his favorites is Bring Back the Milk and Honey.
Bring back the milk and honey, cane juice and bush medicine. Bring back the milk, vanilla and cassava. Bring back the milk and honey, coconut oil and castor. So there's good vibes, castor oil, coconut oil. So all that mixed together to bring back good things, you know?
He holds firmly in the belief that music is a reflection of life itself. But even as it tells our stories, Chubby says it must stay clean, respectful, and grounded in the values that strengthens others. For him, music carries a responsibility and every lyric should uplift rather than degrade.
I wouldn't say righteous, but I'm a street man, and so I love God. I love doing things and involve God in it. And if you hear some of my lyrics, it's positive lyrics. I hear like Moa, a song like Moa talking about the wood, you know? Ghosty, love not the wool, neither the things that in it. You know what I mean? But I mean, everybody wouldn't just told it at one time. But the time going as is according to what you see him, you know, in the times you sing about. Yeah, what the time bringing, because I wouldn't sing about people fighting, I wouldn't sing about, oh, that lady, this and that, or no, I'll sing about righteous things, you know what I mean? That's the only way our music can last for a good time. But if it's vulgar, it cannot last. It's just like any chorus, bouillon artists that singing song. You see like Signal Band. You see them fellows like in the deer, and all what they sing about is righteous things, and that is very good. That's the only way music can be there forever and ever. Have to be good.
Chubby says he has grown to prefer the simpler, quieter life. He spends most of his time tending his farm in the heights of Granby, caring for his livestock. According to him, that is where he feels most alive and grounded. He often spends weeks in the heights, embracing the solitude, and it is in that stillness, guitar in his hand, that he continues to create the music that many have grown to love.
No, I live in the heights where I have my farm, I have my animals, and well, it's me alone that there because, you know, people do like those kind of livings, you know? But I love it a lot because the fact is to seek peace and pursue peace, and I like peaceful living.
How often do you come down to your home here in Granby?
Well, something every 2 weekends and something every weekend. It depends.
While you're in the heights, you use that opportunity to write music?
Yeah, my guitar, my things. So when I'm ready, after work, when I go in my house at night, I take my guitar and I go for songs and so on. So.
Moving forward, Chubby, who will travel to Paris next year with the Midnight Groovers to record an acoustic album, says he hopes to continue creating meaningful music. He also spoke of what he hopes to see happen with Kadas Lipso.
Well, I hope to see Kadas conquer the whole world. Not only in Dominica, it's the whole world, because it's sweet music. You know what I mean? Now we have the Afrobeat and we have other beats, you know? But remember, Kadas is our thing. The Creole, we are Creole country, so we have to maintain Creole music all the while.
In the words of Chubby,
Anything I can do, I will do. Yeah, when the time comes and I cannot do no more, well, I just Creole and so no problems, you know. But I love music, and my life is music. you know. And I cannot say when I will stop, but I dare still.